Hi guys, Rich Pacini from RJPacini.com coming to you today to do a demo video on a personal item I own. The item I'm selling is what you see here. It's the Brother HL-2240, and the reason why I'm selling it is because I upgraded to another Brother laser printer, the 2240 DW. And the DW, if you want to understand, reading a little about that printer, I bought one used, okay, but the one you're going to be buying from me was new because I purchased it new. I mean, it's not new, but I purchased it brand new, so it's a one-owner printer. From what I understand, with the DW at the end of these printer numbers here is duplex and wireless. That's why I upgraded. This printer here, the HL-2240, there is nothing wrong with the printer. I'm just doing a simple upgrade. And I just want to go over a few things with you about it. The system it connects to, it works with. I'm going to show you the things that come with it. For example, I'm going to, make the screen bigger here because we're doing screen sharing here. You're going to get with this printer, you're going to get the driver software. Okay, you're going to get the software with it. You're going to get all the papers that I got with it. Like I said, I'm an owner. This is the one owner printer. Okay. All the Brother literature that came with it. All right. Technical support, I believe. Yeah. T is like the technical support numbers on there. The parts, I think this is here, laser printers, supplies and order forms. Okay. Here's the sheet, I guess the setup guide, the start guide, whatever. Okay, you see it there. That's what's nice about buying a new item from a seller such as myself, because I keep everything. Some people, when they sell these things, they sell printers, they don't give you any documentation. They just sell the printer. All right, I'm a stickler. I keep everything and anything when it comes to documentations. I'm also going to be including there to show you that the printer does connect. I did a Windows printer test. I did it on February 10th, 2017. You can see it connected. It says you have correctly installed your Brother HL-22 on the. I have an HP Pavilion computer. That's the time I did it. It's on a Windows 64 operating system, and you can see the information right over here. It says Brother HL-2240 series. I printed out 2 test sheets. Okay, and I also printed out over here printer settings. Does that have the date on it? I don't think it has the date on it, folks. But anyway, it's got the printer settings on there. I also put them in the. I took photos of these too. But you're going to be getting these. What I'm showing you is what you're going to be getting. Okay, all the documentation you're going to be getting, the CD-ROMs, the installation. So if you don't want to load up on your from the CDs, you could do it with the website. I'm going to bring you to the website there and show you that as well. So you're going to get that. And all of that will come in a nice little packaged demo thing like this here, because this is how I kept it, and this is how you will be receiving it. Everything will be put in here, and if you are the lucky bidder, the buyer of the printer, you will be getting all the nice documentation, nicely needed in here, in this cellophane folder here. And this is how you will get it. This is how I kept my stuff, and this is how it'll go to you. Okay, so you're going to be getting that. Printer cord and a USB printer cable. Folks, the reason why I'm specifying these here, it's going to be in there. I sold a printer to a person, and they claimed that they didn't receive the printer cable, and they received a power cord. Now, I've sold many of these printers. Unless I had a bad off day, I am not going to send a printer out without these. It's ludicrous. I think the person might have opened it up and maybe lost something. I do not send printers out without cords. Okay. These USB cords, these cost me a little extra. But I figured to make it a complete package. Why not have it? Some printers, I heard, some companies, I don't know if it's HP or one of them, they don't even sell you the USB cord. You got to buy it separate. I don't know which one it is. I don't want to start naming names. I don't know. I forgot offhand. But I remember one of them one company that sells printers, they said you had to buy a USB cord. A USB cord was not included. I always include them whenever I sell printers. I know it costs me a little extra money, but I'd rather you have it so you don't have to sit there fiddling around, because you might have an older model printer and you might not. Maybe you have a PS1 connector on it, one of those PS1 connector round ones, and I don't know. I don't know the circumstance, but you're getting this USB printer cable and the power cord. Okay. The other thing is here. I had this just to show you how I am, right? Now, this here, it's funny. I keep everything wrapped up. So you know what type of person I am. I'm very methodical that way. This is for my HP printer, the HP 7520. And that printer I bought too is used, pre-owned, believe it or not. As a rule, I don't really sell my new stuff, but I upgraded to that 7520 because it's got the screen on there. It's got the nice big LED screen, touch screen on it, and it does duplexing, just like the brother printer here. That's used too. That's a used printer. But anyway, I bought this here. The reason why I got this here is this is for the company. This is for my printer, the HP 75. I marked down what I paid for it and the company I got it from. I always try and mark. I got this from Easy Ink, and this is for my HP printer. These are the cartridge board. It cost me at the time $10. Okay, so that's what we got going on. Now for the brother, I will include this so you could have it for your own records. This printer, this cartridge here, there's two types. There's the I put both here. This is the drum kit replacement. I didn't have to replace it on here, folks. The only reason why I did that there is because just in case it ever had to, I want to get an idea what the cost is to replace the drum on it. It's $18.50, and this is from the company Easy Ink. Now, which one was this? Same company. Okay, so they sell. All right, so I bought it from. Apparently, I bought it from both of them. I bought it from the same company. He's got it. I paid over there for that. I got just a toner. Was $10.99. So I'm going to include this sheet too with it. So you don't have to go funnel around and say, if you want to go shop around on eBay, if you want to buy and you want to buy another cartridge from somebody else on this, but I'm going to give this to you because there's no sense of me keeping it. I don't need it, like I said, I have to maintain that printer. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have to probably order a printer. I'm going to see, maybe the same company might have, well, I'm sure they do. I'll see if I can get a price on that. I'll have to order one for that printer. So you're going to be getting a copy of that. Hopefully you don't forget. Okay, now the printer itself. Here, I'm going to move the webcam down. Don't mind I got a cut pair of jeans that I use because I don't want to scratch the desk. I'm going to move it down here. Here's what you're getting on it. I like to keep everything the way I got it, folks. And here's what I would like to ask of you, if you wouldn't mind doing me this favor. I really would appreciate it. The way I have these labels on here, I know some people probably don't want it. On that printer I bought used, they stripped the labels up, but I said, forget it. What am I going to do? Am I going to ask brother, hey, can I get the labels here? I like to keep everything on it so you can see what it does. If you do buy this printer, can you do me one favor? If you're definitely sure you're going to keep it, please don't remove the stickers on here and then send it back to me and say, I decide I don't want it. I really would appreciate if you could leave it on there because you know what it is, folks? It's a good selling point for the next buyer. Like if you're not interested in it, let's say you're not happy with the performance or whatever it may be, and you're saying, nah, if you're unsure of it, hold on to it for a while. I mean, if it's going to be a sight for sore eyes, where you say, well, I'm going to hold on to it, but you might. Let's say you say, well, I decide to keep it, and right before the 30-day expiration on it, where it's where you could return it. And you decide to take it off, and then at the last minute you say, I'm going to send it back, and you already moved the labels. If you're definitely not sure you're going to keep it, just leave all the labels on, the ones on here, here, and here. I know that's just the way I am. I like to, like I said, because if it's going to be resold, I want to resell it with everything on it for the next buyer. Hopefully, the next buyer will keep it. The printer's clean. Like I said, I have the receipt over here. Not that it makes a difference, but I have the receipt over here. I bought it brand new. I am the original owner of it. Okay, I bought this printer brand new. That's when it was on sale. This printer normally sells for $120. Okay, it was on sale. I don't know the price point of it. The printer is in like new condition. as you can see. I kept very good clean. I took care of this here. I would do periodic cleaning on it. I would take it out. I haven't done it recently, but I would take the blower in here, blow any dust out, open up in here, blow out here, whatever any dust was in there, take out the cartridge, you know, and so on and so forth. Wherever I can clean, that's where this thing was cleaned. Like I said, if you look at the overall condition, I know on a video it's a little hard to see it. There's really no scuff marks on it. Maybe a little mark over here, I don't know if it's a dirt mark or whatever. But overall, this printer is almost 100% clean. Okay, it's just about 100% clean. Wherever I can get in there, I would dust it with the blower, you know, the blow air duster. I recommend you do the same thing if you got a printer. If you want to take good care of it, you might want to do that there. You know, just like a maintenance, just clean it up, just dust it out. You know what? Do it in a way. Maybe you might want to have a vacuum attachment. You're blowing it out. You could have you suck the dust out, whatever. You know, suck it up. That's what I would do. I always, like I said, I take care of my things. But this is what you got going on. It's got the USB connector in here, and of course, this is where this would plug in, and you're getting this cord with it included. Okay, that's where it plug in. Okay, and then you, of course, your power adapter goes in here. Okay, and this is where, yeah, that's the power adapter. This is your serial number on here, and that's basically it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. I just want to tell you, well, like I said, the overall condition is good. If you want to do a manual feed in here, just set your guides in here. You can put the paper in here, it goes in, it comes out. This is not a duplex printer. So please don't get confused and think it's a duplex printer. This is not a duplex printer, and it's not a wireless printer. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I don't want to have it where, you know, a person gets it, says, you know, I bought that printer off you. I thought it was a duplex and a wireless. It's not. It's definitely not. This is your basic brother HL-2240, but it is a workhorse. I mean, I had it. When did I buy this here? Let's see. Just bear with me 1 second. I bought this back in December 7th, 2010, and I use it sporadically because I've been using my HP for all this stuff. So this is not like it's constantly abused. I mean, I have used it. I use it to print out my invoices and my postage things there, you know, for my head to sell stuff. But other than that, though, this is not like I turn it on every single day and it's continuously going through, you know, cycle paper and toner and stuff like that. The cartridge that's in there is the TN450. It's not the high yield. The TN450, there's two types. It's the 420 and the 450. Well, this one is the high yield, I think, right? Yeah, all right. This one is the high yield. It's the TN450. So you're getting a high yield cartridge. I think this was bought. I bought this here. I'm trying to think when I bought this cartridge. I'm trying to bear with me, folks, for 1 minute here. I'm trying to see the date when I bought it. I think I bought this cartridge back in February 27th of 2017. I think this was that. So it does have usage on it, folks. I don't know. I don't think these printers, as far as I know, have any ink level things. I don't think it does. I don't think it does like my HP and the color one. It tells you like if you need cyan, black, or yellow, whatever, or magenta. I don't think this has a thing in it. If it does, I don't know about it. Okay, but remember one thing, folks. For the people that are not aware of the printer, how it works, you are not buying the whole drum unit. You're not buying it, okay? And the reason why I highlighted this, I just wanted to get an idea of what it would cost if I had to replace this. And to me, it's inexpensive. But all you would be buying is this, folks. If you're going to replace this, and there's still ink in it, so if you do buy it, don't discard this because you'll be getting rid of toner here. There should still be quite a bit of toner here, believe me. You don't want to get rid. Don't throw this out. You'd be wasting money. Okay. So all you're going to be buying, if you do run out, this is all you're buying. You're not buying the drum assembly. Just this. Okay. Just this, what people don't know. That's all. You know, not everybody's a computer savvy. So I'm not talking to people like they're from another planet or they're, I'm just trying to be very upfront and honest with you. You know, there are people out there that might not know everything about computers or printers. So you just got to get this. Anyway, so this would go in here like this. Close that up. I'm going to do this live, folks, so you can see it works. You know, I just want to say something while I'm prepping this up. You know, you know, no matter how many times I do videos in regards to demos and stuff like that, you know, I still get people emailing me saying, I bought that printer from you, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's not as described. It's not work. And I say to myself, how in God's name is that possible? I did a live demo. That's why I'm doing this now. This isn't no trick photography. If I was to stop it and then go back to it again, then you could say, well, it's kind of funny. He stopped the film, he stopped videotaping, and now he's doing it again. Maybe there's a problem. That's why I'm doing it live. That's why I do these videos live, to show you that it does work. Okay. I'm not going to plug this in just yet because I want to get the juice in here. I have an extension cord over here. I always keep by the desk here. So, you know, when I do these live videos, I don't have to go running around. Print the seats over here. Well, you can't see it, but it's over here, though. Okay, here it is, right here. Okay, I have to use one of these adapters because it's a 3-prong one of these things. Okay, if you don't have one of these, you might want to buy one. Well, I'm sure your receptacle has it. Okay, and like I said, folks, the reason why I like to do live demos is because I've had a couple people who bought printers from me. They ended up keeping them, but one person is sending it back because they claim they can't get it to work. You know, I don't know what else I could do. You know, I mean, I'm doing the best I can explaining here. You know, I go over it with the people and stuff like that. But for some reason, I'm not faulting people. You know, not everybody knows how to probably set them up, and that's fine. You know, but please don't tell me it don't work. You know, I mean, I'm doing it live. Okay, I'm plugging it in here. I'm going to move this to the side over here so it doesn't get in my way. That's plugged in. I'm going to plug this into my computer. You should hear an audible sound when I plug it in, folks. That's just to acknowledge that the printer is connecting to my computer. So let's see now. Your power switch, I'm doing it, like I said, don't mind the rig. The power switch is right over here. Let's see what happens. Okay, you heard that, folks? Okay, that means it connected to my printer, my computer. All right, you can see the red light, the green lights on here. You get status lights. Now, for some reason, I don't want to do it just yet. For some reason, if you have something like, let's say you don't close this right away, okay? I'm just pointing this out to you, and it's like that, and you see that red light. Make sure you check this here, because if people see something like that, the printer's shot. There's something wrong. There's an error. It's got to be damaged. Just look at the situation. 9 out of 10. It happened to me a couple times. I was moving something around and I had it open just a scotch like that. Whatever. I didn't get to close it all the way. It was open. I didn't notice it. You know, at some angles you don't notice these things. He said, "What happened now?" Then you're looking. Oh, an error. And then you're going crazy. Is there a paper jam in the back? Is there something in here? You pull out the tray. It's like, oh, I didn't close it. Okay. That's all you got to do. Here you got your guides here for your paper. I guess when they come out, they can stack up this way, whatever. Okay, that goes through a cycling mode. I'm going to split screen this here, and I'm going to show you. I'm just going to keep it like that so I can get a little focus on here. I'm going to split screen this, and I'm going to show you over here. I'm going to go over here to show you that this does connect with the Windows 10 system. You might say, why to go through the trouble? Because I like to be, you know, a little informative when it comes to computers and setting up stuff. Here you can see it says Windows 10 Home Edition, right? 64-bit operating system, HP Pavilion. Okay, so you see it connects right over here, folks. Windows 10. I'm going to go back. Now I'm going to go to Device and Printers. Okay, now here you see that's the printer I bought. Okay, that's the printer I bought. That's gonna be that's my new. Well, it's not brand new. This I bought brand new. I wish this one was brand new. Here's the one right here. I'm gonna click it on, and I'm going to set it as my default. All right. So now you got that as default. So now we're just gonna do a test page, and I want you to see it here live. Okay. I'm gonna do a print properties. And I'm going to give you a copy of the test page too, folks, so you're going to get it all. No smoke and mirrors here, folks. What you see is what you're getting. This is live. That's why I do videos. And sometimes, to be honest with you, folks, it still don't help out. Honestly. Oh, wait. I know what the problem is. Bear with me for 1 second. When I was taking pictures, folks, I took the paper out of the tray. That's my fault. And that's why you got the error. No paper. It's not the printer's fault. There's nothing wrong with the printer. But you know what? I'm glad that happened because now you see, you just learned something else. So if you do see an error, it could be either this is open or there's no paper. So now we just learned something else. I have to lift this up because the rag gives a little problem closing the thing here. I do this, the reason I got this rag here is because it might scratch my desk. Okay, now it's still showing that there. That's because it didn't print. All right, so let's go out here. Let me hit the button there again. When that happens, after you put the paper in and stuff like that, just hit the button. It should come out because it's usually in the printed memory. Okay, so you don't have to reprint it again. Just keep that in mind, folks, and don't get yourself all worked up and oh my God, the thing's broken and stuff. It's fine. Okay, hell yeah now. Okay, you seen it print live. Here it is, folks, nice and crisp and clean. Okay, and just to show you, it's got today's date, and you're going to get this 5/10/2017 HP Pavilion Brother HL-2240. Okay, so you've seen it live. All right. To be honest with you, this is not like I'm doing like like if I was to do a color printer where I have to show you all the different printing formats of scanning. I can't do that. I can't show you. This is basically what I can show you. This is to prove that it does work, though. That's basically it. Let's see what else I can tell you about this printer. Again, if you did for yourself for future reference, if you did come across a situation where I'm trying to get that website there again. Let me close this down. If you came across a printer, let's say you bought one of these without the documentation like I'm supplying here, you would go to Brother website, type in the printer model, which I did, and you would go over here, and you would it automatically detects it. And what you would do is you would just hit click search, right? And you would do the full driver and software package. Okay? You would do the full driver and software package. I'll be honest with you, on that printer, I just loaded up all the stuff. They had a whole bunch of things there. Wireless, the network, wireless wizard. I put that on there. I put a whole bunch of stuff in there. Whatever they had, I took it. You don't have to do it because this is like, you could do it separately if you wanted, but I would do it. This is if you didn't have the CDs. You could do full, and I don't have CDs for that one, by the way. It's a used printer, so they're not going to have that. Then I get no documentation with it like you guys are going to get the little user book. I don't have that there. The uninstalled tuner, but what I would definitely do, folks, though, if you were to come across a situation like that, I don't know if the software is going to do it. I would definitely put the firmware update tool. I would definitely do that. By all means, definitely go for it. I would do that. Again, now, I think even with all the documentation I'm supplying with you, they don't have a regular manual, and I think they know why. Because if you see what I'm talking about, the user guide, this is going to be up there in page count. You got to download it. It's 8.42 gigabytes, so it's megabytes. It's going to be a lot. I would say it's going to probably be over 200 pages, I would think. But let's see. Could be wrong. All right. Well, all right. I was shy. I said 200. 150. That's probably why they didn't print it over. It would be a nice size thick booklet. Again, there ain't no user guide. I don't have this booklet there. As far as I recall, looking at all the documentation, it's right here. And there's no way you're going to see there's no thick booklet in there. This is what you're going to get. Okay. So, and this is what Brother gave me. Okay, so I just want to let you know, I didn't get a booklet, a guide with 150 pages. See the page count? 150. So Brother didn't get that. I guess they figure, everyone wants to go paperless, go green, whatever, like, for the eco, save some trees. They probably figure if you want the information, you could print it out, or you could look it up on the computer online. And you can. And it covers all different. Matter of fact, the information here, the booklet, this user guide covers even my new printer, the one I just picked up, the 2270 DW. So 2240s here. I look at it, I got 2240D. The 24D, when you see the D, I don't know what the other one is at the end. I know this is duplex and wireless. The D Like if you got the next model up from this one, it would do duplex. Okay, that's what that D stands for, as far as I know. But anyway, you have the user guide online, and it's not something missing. That's how I bought it. If believe me, if I had that book, you would get it. I give you whatever comes with it. That's what you're getting. That's the stuff that came with it. You're gonna get it. Believe me. Again, but if you needed certain information, you had to look up whatever. It's right here about the machine. It talks at the front, the back, so on and so forth. You know, and if there's certain things that you needed to print out. I don't know. Let's see if I could just give you an example here, folks. Let's see. I don't want to take too much of your time because I know sometimes when they do these videos, they go on and on and on, and I don't want to bore you people. I really don't. But I just try to help out in any way I can, you know. Right. I'm not going to get too much of it. Let's say here you want to find out printing methods. So this would be page. Well, they got number 1. Let's see. I'm going to go what's on the bottom here. Let's say 10, and let's say 11. All right. Let's say you want page 10, 11. What you would do, folks, not to print out the whole book, the whole booklet, you go to File up here, okay? You go to Print Preview. Don't get scared. You're not going to print. I know when I see it first, I was like, oh, no, I'm going to start printing 150 pages. No, it's not. So what you would do is you would go, now, your page count on here is going to be probably different. Let's see what happens if I'm right here. Let's go to page 10 and 11. Let's just see something here. Got to give it time for the system to recycle here. I know it looks blank, right? Let's see. It should pop in there in a second. Populate. There we go. Okay. Let me see. I went to that many pages already? No, good enough. Let me see. It's showing page 51. Maybe I went that fast? Wow. A lot quicker than I'm quicker on the finger over here. Okay, I guess I did. All right. I just want to show you something really quick, folks. Because some people might get the impression, oh, I might have to, if you don't know how to, I'll be honest with you, at one point I didn't know about that either. And I ended up printing, not this, but I ended up printing out 10, 15 pages on my laser print. And I said, I didn't want to, I just wanted 2 pages. And then someone said, oh, this is how you do it. So, a simple little task, and I didn't even realize it. So let me just move this up a little here. Okay. So what do we say again? We're going to go through pages 10, 11. So what you would do here, you would go to Print Preview. Again, you go to Print Preview. This is a little, okay. Now, don't click OK, because once you click that, you see it says all. You're going to click all of those pages. What you would do is go over here to Pages, and this is for people who don't know, folks. And you would go from page 10 to 11. Then you would click OK, and pages 10 and 11. You'll only print out 2 pages. Okay, so make sure before you start that up, because what happens is it goes into the printer buffer. It's already uploading. It's going into the system. It's cycling into it, and then next thing you know, you're gonna have to power off the printer because it's gonna be printing out. And I had that happen to me one time. It got stuck in here and it got jammed. Not in this one, another printer. It got jammed, and I had to take it out and paper. To save yourself trouble, make sure before you click that OK button that that's the pages you want, and make sure it's not set for all. But see what I'm saying? You don't have to print out the whole 150 pages just to get 2 pages. Okay, this is for people who don't know. All right, that's what I'm sharing with. So that's why I'm going through this, and that's basically as far as that part goes. I really can't tell you too much more about it, folks. This is what I would do if if you need something like that there. That's how I would do it. You know, I'm blanking myself out here. Let me make this big again. I think I touched bases on everything with it. That's all I can tell you about it. Yeah, that's basically it. I really don't have too much more to tell you about it. That's the stuff you get. With the stuff you're seeing is what you're going to be getting. Again, you're getting it the USB cords, the USB printer cable, AC cable. All right, power cord. It does not come with the original box. I don't have the box, so it will. If anybody had purchased printers from me in the past, you know that I pretty much package everything up pretty secure to make sure it gets to you guys safe and sound. When I'm finished with this video, this printer will be wrapped in plastic, along with the cords will be wrapped in plastic. I wrap the whole printer in plastic. Wrap cardboard around it. I insert it in a box. Then usually what I do is some cases I take cardboard and pack it around the side with paper or whatever, or bubble wrap, to assure that it doesn't get jostled in the shipping transition. That's basically all I can tell you folks about this printer. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, contact me via my message from eBay, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I don't have a price point on there. I don't want to give it away because, like I said, this is a one-owner printer. This printer's been owned by me. It's my personal printer, and I take care of my stuff. Matter of fact, let me power it off. So I don't have a price point on there. I'm sure it's going to be fair. I think it'll be a fair price. And if you guys are interested in it, please, bid away on it. I offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on it. And like I said in closing, the labels that are on here, please don't remove any stickers or labels on here. It means a lot to me. This was my personal print. This is how I took care of it. And I hope that if one of you guys out there get it, you'll take care of it like I have, and you'll get a lot of use out of it. If you do maintenance on it, meaning, when I mean maintenance, I'm talking about cleaning it up. You open it up, you take an air duster, you dust out any dust in there. Maybe if you can get like a damp towel or cloth, just clean the inside of it, around the top of it. Just the things like this. Take care of it. Get rid of the paper filaments, that stuff that falls in there. Blow it out every now and then. Keep the fan area clean so it could, has good ventilation, stuff like that. I usually take the vacuum cleaner and try to suck in if there's any dust there on the sides. I try to keep this area clean over here. It's getting dark in here, folks. I'm sorry. I try to keep this area clean here. You take a duster. If you can't, I take a little brush. It works. I use brush like this toothbrush, believe it or not, and just brush out any dust like that in there. If there's any dust in there, then take a vacuum, or take a duster, and just shoot in there. Shoot any dust out. That's what I would do. The same thing over here. Whoops. I'm going to get this cord out of here so it doesn't get tangled up. The same thing over here. Make sure this is clean. If you can't get any rag in there, same thing. Take this here. Just clean out like that there. Get a vacuum cleaner and vacuum out. Try to keep these vents clean. And, because one's an intake and one's an exhaust, believe it or not, folks. This is where the air is going to come in. So you want to keep this clean. And this is where the air is going to blow out. So try to keep this clean and don't surround it with anything. Don't put it up against the wall like that because you'll overheat it. It's got to have ventilation on both sides. You want the ventilation on both sides. You want air to flow through here, and you want to come out over here. Okay. All right. And this is if you did get a paper jam, you would open it. Whoops. You would take it out. The paper would come out here. You get jammed. Hopefully, you won't get jammed. To be honest with you, I don't recall getting jams in this printer. And if I did, it was probably my fault. Maybe I didn't have the paper and the tray set right, the guide. But as long as I had this printer, I don't remember having periodic jams in it. Okay, I don't recall that there. If anything, I would have maybe a scenario where, again, I might have had this left open like that, and that has happened because the way I keep it, where I keep it with my computer. Sometimes I go in the back of it to get stuff out. And it's in an area where I keep other things. And there was a time when my sweater got caught on it and opened it up, and I powered it on. And, from a distance, you're looking at it from a distance, you can't tell if it's open. And I seen the light on, it's like, oh man, I go, what's going on now? I thought I couldn't have been a paper jam because I didn't print anything. I thought maybe something happened. You do have little indicators here. I know the light's probably drowning out here. You got toner, you got the drum, you got an error, and then you got ready. If it needs toner, the light will go on. Okay, that's the toner on top. If it does need a drum, the drum meaning, let me take it out again. Okay. If you do need the drum, let me just close this up. If you need toner, this is what you're going to be needing. It's telling you it wants this. Okay. If you got a light that says drum, this is what you got to get. It's asking for this. You can get combo packs too if you want. I've seen them on eBay. You can get combo packs. You could buy the toner and a drum all together. You get brand new ones and stuff like that. I wouldn't replace the drum unless you need it. Don't waste money, folks. If you don't need, like, you know that old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't buy stuff you don't need. Look, and again, if you get this here, I bought this in 2017, February. That's from what I understand with that there. It still might have a lot of use on it. So please, whatever you do, unless you definitely want to keep it, or, you know, maybe you're a person that's a stickler that wants to, you know, you want to start off fresh. You say, oh, I want a fresh, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I would keep what you have here. I'm sure it's got a lot of tone in it. The pictures, the print still comes out nice and crisp and clean. Okay? It comes out really good. I'm going to give you this other sheet. You have a couple of sheets. Well, it's just for you, for your records, to see for yourself that it does work. Okay? But I wouldn't buy a drum. The drum is fine. Okay? If there was something wrong with it, I could understand you doing that. And this little gizmo here, in case you're wondering what this is, folks, if you do get lines on here, what brother tells you, there's two arrows here. There's one over here and one over here, right? What happens is, if you get like lines, you got to clean it. What they tell you to do is go back and forth like this. Just keep this in mind. You go back and forth like this. Once, twice, like this. You go back and forth. And make sure it's back in the lock position. Do not leave it here. That's why they have the arrow here. Arrow to arrow. Okay, and what that does, I think it cleans the platinum in there. I think if there's any kind of, if you're getting like, if you notice like little lines, that's another thing. You get like little lines on there. It could be one or two things. Either you didn't clean it when you first got it, like that. You didn't clean it up. I think they tell you to go back a couple of times. You know, folks, the best thing to do, you know how I learned a lot of this stuff? From YouTube. And it's so simple. All you got to do is go to YouTube. Like if you're a person that's not computer savvy, you're not familiar with printers, type in on YouTube how to install a toner cartridge in a Brother HL-2240 printer. They will have a guy showing you how to do it. It's cut and dry. How to replace a drum. Same thing. Go to YouTube. Type in how to replace a toner drum. I mean a drum unit and on a Brother HL-2240. Cut and dry. It's simple. I mean, it's simple. It really is. There's nothing to it. You take it out, take the old one out, pop it in. That's it. But if you do get lines, which you shouldn't, because you would see it on here. That page is clean. There's no lines on it. Okay? If you do get any lines, just remember, you take this thing here. That's what it's for. I didn't know about it until I had to read up on it. And I went to YouTube to find it. You go back and forth a couple of times, and that cleans it. But always, and don't leave it in the middle. Don't leave it to the side. Bring it all the way back until it snaps in. That's all you got to do. You could do that when you first get the toner cartridge. That's not going to hurt it, what I just did. And then, again, you know, you put the toner cartridge in. Make sure, I think there's usually tape that comes in. Make sure you take the tape off. Because if you put it in and you don't take that tape off, it's not going to print. Then you say, I got an email, send me an email. I got the printer from you and I put a new cartridge, it's not printing. There's something wrong with the print. That's what I love when people sit there saying, they buy something, they say, oh, I bought a printer from you, it's not working. It does work. You're just not, following directions on how to take care of you, how to do it right. But it's really cut and dry, folks. It's cut and dry. But anyway, look, I don't want to take more of your time. I'm rambling on here. Let me see my little counting, how long I'm talking to you guys for. Before you start getting mad at me. Look, 38 minutes already. I'm sorry, guys. Listen, if you like my channel, you like what I do with it, give it a, subscribe to my channel. Let's have you a subscriber. If you like what I do, if you get anything out of it, the information is informative to you, it helps you out better, like making a buying decision, that you understand that if you buy this item from me, what you're getting, give it a thumbs up, And if you got any questions, like I said again, don't hesitate to contact me. I'm an honest seller. I've been selling on eBay, well, since 1999, but on and off. But I've been doing it pretty much full time now. So I've sold quite a few printers. But again, all I'm saying is, and the last thing I want to say before I finish up this video is that the way I send it to you with the proper packaging and stuff like that, I know you're not going to wrap it up in paper, plastic, again, like I'm going to send it to you. If you want to say it and send it back to me like that, wrapped up, that would be great. But the way I send it to you, packaged up well nice, with the bubble wrap or however you get it is the way I would like to have it back. securely packaged, because sometimes when you get this thing, if it's not packaged right, it might get tossed around in a truck, mishandled or whatever. And if it comes back to me broken, I can't do anything with it. That's not fair to me. Then I'm stuck with it. What am I going to do? Sell it for parts now? I'm selling it to you in 100% working condition. I would like to get it back the same way I sent it to you is where I like to get it back. But anyway, folks, thanks again. Have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Remember, if you need a nice laser printer, you came to the right spot. Check it out. Shop RJ Pacini for great deals. Thanks again, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.